Good evening, everyone. A heartfelt welcome to all of you joining us today for what promises to be a fascinating and fantastic conversation on disruptive technologies 2025. I'm Prashanti Sudhakar, your host for this session, and it's a pleasure to have you all here with us today. At Education Nest, we are passionate about empowering professionals with the knowledge and skills they need to thrive in today's ever evolving world. Let's make the most of our time together. Get ready for an engaging and thought provoking discussions. In today's webinar, our guest will enlighten us into one of the most lucrative topics for 2025, disruptive technologies 2025. Every era has its revolution. For us, it's not just one, it's a storm of technologies challenging the way we live, work, and think. Welcome to the world of disruptive technologies where change is not optional but inevitable. In this session, we will explore the key drivers of technological disruption shaping our future. From industrial revolutions to AI breakthroughs, from robotic automation to natural language processing, from virtual agents to deep learning. These aren't merry upgrades. These are paradigm shift technologies so transformative that they can create entirely new markets, displace the old, and redefine what's possible. Let's dive in and see how the next few years, like from 2025 to 2027, are poised to reshape industries, societies, and our very perception of intelligence and automation. And to help us gain some incredible insights and practical strategies, we have a very special guest with us today. Ajanta Devi Vairamani ma'am, who will be sharing insights and expertise that will definitely help you expand your knowledge and skills. We are delighted to welcome Ms. Ajanta Devi ma'am as a distinguished speaker for today's highly anticipated webinar. She received her PhD from University of Madras in 2015. She has worked as project fellow under UGC major research project. Ajanta Devi Vairamani is a certified artificial intelligence engineer formally evaluated for experience, knowledge, and demonstrated competency in AI as per industry standards established by USAII. She has been certified as Microsoft Certified Application Developer and Microsoft Certified Technical Specialist from Microsoft Corporation. She has more than 70 papers in international journals and conference proceedings to her credit. She has written, co-authored and edited a number of books in the field of computer science. She is a senior member of IEEE, associated as a member of the Program Committee, Technical Committee, Chair, Review Board for a variety of international conferences. She has 5 Australian patents and 1 Indian patent to her credit in the area of artificial intelligence, image processing, and medical imaging. Her work in image processing, signal processing, pattern matching, and natural language processing is based on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning techniques. She has won many best paper presentation awards as well as a few research-oriented international awards. Ajanta Devi ma'am, thank you once again for being with us today here. We are eager to gain some valuable insights from your expertise, and without any further delay, the stage is all yours, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So first of all, am I audible? And
yes,
hope my
yes.
screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
All good.
Okay. Once again, happy afternoon, everyone, dear friends. It's a real pleasure to welcome you all for this session, Disruptive Technology 2025. A topic that's not just shaping our future, but actively transforming our present. We live in an age where the pace of innovation is unlike anything we have seen before. So technologies are not just evolving, they are disrupting. redefining how we work, live, and even think. From AI that writes a story to machines that diagnose disease, the once impossible is now reality. Today, we are going to explore how these disruptive forces are born, how they rise, and how they impact industries, education, ethics, and employment. So, we will look at real world examples, understand the backbone technologies like machine learning and natural language processing, and discuss the importance of preparing ourselves for what lies ahead. So let's open our mind, think critically, and engage deeply with the ideas that will shape tomorrow. Okay, here are some technology which I just want to share, of course, as like a disruptive technology. Yes, the first one, blockchain. Yes, dear friends, blockchain technology is applied in a digitalized workflow to create a shared, transparent, and more secure process. It works like a chain of blocks in which all nodes are connected to each other. So it guarantees the traceability of any process, creating a unique registration network that reduces risk and cost. And next, it's 5G technology. Of course, in last year, a lot has spoken about this topic, as it means a change in the telecommunication sector. Even 5G will definitely, of course, it is the one introduce the Internet of Things in our daily life. This disruptive technology will make it possible for all devices to be connected and share information at high speed. Of course, the next is advanced virtual reality. I'm not talking about virtual reality, it is advanced virtual reality. Dear friends, when we speak about advanced virtual reality, we associate this concept with entertainment. However, this technology represents an authentic revolution in many other areas. For example, you can just say digital twins. Digital twins technology, it is working with that Repsol, which are working with digital twins technology to model our plans. This allows us to create a virtual simulation model to be more flexible and agile in the face of possible changes circumstance. And here it comes, of course, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, dear friends, artificial intelligence is a combination of algorithms that are programmed so that the machine carries out actions that until now we carried out by humans, such as learning from data analysis or planning. And here, machine learning is a discipline within the AI field that allows computers to make or to write a function for themselves and carry out the task autonomously. And next, of course, cloud service. So cloud service are also known as cloud computing and allows files to be saved on the internet without needing any extra external storage equipments. So this disruptive technology represents great advantage for companies because it allows user to enjoy management tools from any place in the world by just connecting from these devices. Next, nanotechnology. Dear friends, nanotechnology is the study and manipulation of matter in very small size. That is between 1 and 100 nanometers. So this disruptive technology will allow stronger, lighter, and tougher material it be generated than those currently which is used here. And one small example here I can just give, that is graphene is a good example of this revolutionary innovation with applications in areas such as energy or personal product, personal care product, food, and paramedical product also, packing aids. So there are much more things of that. And here, of course, it is very much important. Quantum computing. Difference, quantum computing contributes to solving complex problems and creating effective algorithms in little time. Nano, it is a product, little or small product, but here it is in a timing functionality. So these paradigms allow information to be processed at very high level with multiple applications. So for example, in the area of health, it could contribute to creating new personalized paramedicals So, and in the finance sector, it could accurately anticipate changes in the market. And next, of course, chatbots and smart assistant. Of course, you have heard almost everyone had some experience with the chatbots or visual assistant that offers 24/7 customer service. However, there is a difference between them. Here, difference with chatbots or software that maintain a conversation with a person automatically and autonomously, where a smart assistant carries out a series of questions to find out the user's likes and interact in a more natural way, as simulating a real conversation as if it were with a real person here. And the next one, computational chemistry. Difference computational chemistry, of course, it is an interdisciplinary, so which uses methods and programs to solve specific chemistry problem, saving times and resources. Instead of carrying out multiple experiments at the laboratory, appropriate parameters are entered into the computer to predict what formula would be the most optimal. And furthermore, this disruptive technology is also useful for understanding the reactions that occurs in flask in the field of experimental chemistry. Dear friends, almost we are in the mid of 2025. Here, in 2024, most disruptive innovation, that is dive into the world of tomorrow with our captivating exploration of the top 10 disruptive concept that sets to redefine this 2024, where now kindly just observe the graph here. From the wonders of AI personal assistant and quantum computing, breakthroughs to the revolutionary shift in autonomous vehicles and green energy, we delve deep into the innovation poised to transform our lives, uncover how advancement in telemedicine, neural interface, and blockchain technology are reshaping industries. While here, 3D printing, VR, AR in education, and biotech breakthroughs promises a future filled with unimaginable possibilities. Kindly just observe, these are the exact innovations that going to rule us in here. And we are stepping into the heart of technological revolutions. So the realm of artificial intelligence. But artificial intelligence is not just one thing. It's an umbrella of technology, each with its unique role, capability, and magic. Okay, let's explore the 10 most powerful AI technology that changing the way we live, work, and interact. The first one, natural language processing, no, the generation. Have you received an automatically generated summary of a meeting? Or read a report that looked like a human wrote it, but didn't? And this natural language generation in action. Dear friends, kindly just observe this exact video. So see here, there is a task that I want to press a blue button. Okay. And of course, we are able to see a blue button. So we are just going to towards that. And of course, there is nothing much there in that room. So only one blue button is able to there, see. Okay. So let I just press onto that. Okay. Okay, once on pressing, it just take forward to that another room or another way. Okay, straight going towards the door. And kindly just observe a generation of the language or the communication, it is happening there. And this AI technique takes structured data like numbers in a spreadsheet or convert it into a clear human-like text. So here, of course, it is like giving a voice to the data and allowing the machine to speak to us in a plain English here. And again, now I want to again click onto a blue button, but kindly just observe that blue button should be below the green. So here we just go. So yes, dear friends, this is an absolute one which automatically generated. And next, I just go with the speech recognition. Of course, we are moving from keyword to conversation. So here, speech recognition technology enables machine to understand spoken language and convert it into text. So think of asking your phone, whether it's the weather today, or what's the sessions, or what the events, or any other things. And if we just ask about the weather, yeah, it answer instantly. That's a speech recognized at play. So from virtual assistant to dictation tool, it's making human machine interaction as easily as talking to a friend. So this technology is also ruling now. And next, I just go for a machine learning platform. Dear friends, this machine learning platform, this is the brain behind many AI application. Machine learning is about, it is not just directly teaching the machine, it just make the machine to understand, learn from the data without being explicitly programmed. So here I just give you one more demo. So of course, I just want to make or identify the pattern. So that is what the brain behind the machine learning. It just makes it behind the pattern and analyze the exact pattern and creates the function by itself. So here, of course, arranging the puzzles or identifying whether it is a dog or a cat. And how come it happens is we are, as it specified, learning from the data. Yes, of course, it just learns from the data how it is, how it has the pattern. And it just able to recognize the feature of or the structure of that dog or a cat, and analyzing it and making the identification. And kindly just, dear friends, here machine learning platform identify patterns, make prediction, and improve over time. So they are the quiet learner in the background, becoming smarter every day. And next, I just go for virtual assistant. Different, not just a chatbot. Okay, again, I just specify these are your smart conversational partner, virtual agents, or AI system that understand language, respond intelligently, and even detect emotion. A customer service bots that handle thousands of queries, or digital humans guiding that you through a website. So these are all examples of visual agent. And dear friends, they are always available, always learning, and getting easier, close to human-like communication. And kindly just observe, there won't be any 24/7 behind the thing. It just makes automatically. Each and every chat or just done instantly. Okay, next I just go with decision management. Have you ever wondered how banks instantly decide whether to approve a loan, or how fraud is detected in seconds? Of course, dear friends, AI-based decision management system makes this possible. They apply business rule, logic, and real-time analytics to automate and optimize decision making. It's the AI that say yes or no, or wait instantly, accurately, and at scale. Okay, next I just go with AI optimized hardware. Different AI needs serious computing power. Traditional CPUs often fall short. And here I'm not going to make much more interior as like a graphical processing unit or a tensor processing unit. Okay, so here let me just give you a small demo here. Kindly just observe. And this is the one, the exact hardware that is optimized to, it is in live, of course, here it is applied in China. Okay. Actually, they are designed specifically to handle a complex operation that is required of AI. And kindly just, dear friends, imagine them as supercharged engines, pushing AI models to process images, languages, and decision faster than ever. Okay, next, let me just move on to deep learning platform. Now let we just go deeper, literally. Difference Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that mimics how the human brain works using this artificial neural network. And here it just shows the demo. Kindly just observe using an object, and in the site, of course, you are able to identify each and everything uniquely. What about the road markings? What about the road, pavement? And of course, it just differentiate with the vehicles too. Vehicles and the bike, everything it is differentiating. This platform, or what, power facial recognition or voice synchronization, autonomous driving, and even creative AI that composes music or paints, that does in this deep learning technology. And they can analyze vast amount of unstructured data. Kindly just have a note on unstructured data like images, sounds, or videos, and make sense of them. Okay, let I just go with the next one. It is robotic process automation. Dear friends, think about robotic process automation as your digital workforce. So it automates repetitive rule-based tasks. A simple thing, if you can just say like data entry or processing claims or migrating data across system, that is also. But and even though you can just see a hard related robotics, if you just give a task, whatever be the hurdles, kindly just see whatever be the hurdles, it finishes its task. Of course, here the exact robot is given a task to cross the door. Even it is given so many hurdles, it completes its task. And of course, companies uses this RPA to free up human employees for more meaningful and kindly just observe creative work. Okay, so next I just go with text analysis and natural language processing. Of course, if we just speak on towards this topic, it would take a huge thing. And dear friends, this is the AI that reads and understands human language. Natural language processing and text analytics help machine understand context, emotion, and intent in the language. So they power spam filter, translate languages, analyze customer reviews, and even detect fake news with sentiment analysis. They can tell whether a tweet is happy, angry, or scarcity, just like we do. And it is not a simple thing to be just specified in a. There are so many advanced things are happening right now, and each and every day there is a important innovation that comes in natural language processing as like a tool, as like an agent, as like an application. So many things are there. Okay, now coming towards the last but not least, biometric. So this is the identity meet intelligence. Biometric system recognize people based on physical or behavioral traits like fingerprints or facial feature, voice pattern, and even how you walk or type. And here with a wave. And of course, dear friends, all these features are used in smartphones, security system, and airports is there. Biometric adds a personal, secure layer of AI to real world authentication. And dear friends, of course, these technology are not science fiction anymore. They are silently working around us every single day. And from the moment you unlock your phone, ask your assistant a question, or get a personalized product suggestion, AI is there. And it's not just shaping our future, it is very much a part of our present. So the next time you hear the word AI, think beyond robot. Think about the digital world that's becoming intelligent one layer at a time. Next, industrial revolution. Let's take a fascinating journey through time, a journey that spans over 250 years of human innovation, the story of industrial revolutionization. Difference in first industry revolution, of course, industry 1.0. So we begin in the late 18th century, a time when machine first began to replace manual labor. So this era, known as the industry 1.0, was marked as mechanization. So water and steam power fueled engines revolutioning industries like textiles and transportation. It was the birth of factories and the end of cottage industries. So this was the very first time human harnessed energy from non-human source to perform work at scale. Next, I just go with Industry 2.0. That is the second industrial revolution. That is fast forward to the late 19th and early 20th century. The game changer here were electricity and assembly lines. That is what the main thing. So we moved from the steam to electric power. So this era brought mass production, making good cheaper and more accessible. And here I just want to give an outline related to this assembly lines. Yes, pioneered by Henry Ford, that is transformed manufacturing from slow and skill dependent to fast and systemized. So this was the era that made cars, appliances, and consumer goods part of our everyday life. Next, it is Industry 3.0. So in 1970s, we entered the digital age with Industry 3.0. The rise of computers and electronics brought automation into the picture. So here machines could now be controlled by software. So this led to the use of robotics, programmable logical control, and digital communications. That is allowing greater precision and efficiency. And of course, office got computers, factories got robots, and the world saw its first glimpse of digital transformation. Here, Industry Revolution 4.0. And now we are living in this world. A hyper-connected era driven by cyber physical system, Internet of Things, cloud computing, and real-time data. Here, machines are smart. They communicate with each other, make decisions, and adapt to change autonomously. And a smart factory today doesn't just produce, it learns, optimize, and evolve. So this is the revolution of intelligence and connectivity. And next, of course, the fifth industrial revolution. Difference, but innovation doesn't stop at smart machine. Here on entering into Industry 5.0, a future forward pace where human and robot work together in harmony. This era emphasized personalization, collaboration, and human creativity. While Industry 4.0 made system intelligent, Industry 5.0 makes them empathetic. It's not about replacing human. It's about enhancing them with cognitive systems and customization at scale. We are looking at the world where technology understands emotion, ethics, and experience. And dear friends, in short, of course, the industry revolutionization are not just a history lesson. They are blueprint of how humanity has evolved its relationship with technology. And the future, it's not machine versus human. Kindly just observe, it's not machine versus human. It's machine with human. That is smarter, faster, and more human than ever before. And here I just want to give you, that is a technology disruption for 2025 to 2027. What does this actually see here? Difference flying cars and digital human might seem to have a little in common, but they are both example of technology disruptions like to change the world as we know it. Okay, here I just give you a 7 such disruption that may start small but could grow to quite pervasive. The first one is multimodality. Difference by 2030, seller will only manually enter information into application if they so choose. So the days of begging sales to enter data in overtime. Dear friends, multimodality provides multiple methods for seller to log activation other than entering them through a keyboard like in CRM. So these technologies all interface with CRM technologies and encourage frontline seller to capture CRM data. And kindly just observe, dear friends, for example, seller could tap their phone or call or even chat with the CRM while an AI bot takes down their inputs and fill it required for. And here I just want to specify at the end of 2025 or early 2026, every e-com page would have all this multimodality. And now in your even in today's thing, when you just go for Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-com, of course you can just type it and give an input prompt to just search for an product which you would like to buy or wish to see, or you can just give a voice note to have a search. But in coming years, of course, most of the things are now itself installed. Of course, everything is just going to be in a multimodality. So if you are doing any project furthermore in a web-based related, kindly just be in thing of that deciding or thinking about receiving an input in all multimodality features. That is very, very much important. Okay, next, moving on, generative AI. Dear friends, in 2025, so of course, 30% of outbound messages from large organization will be synthetically generated. Content is increasingly important for sales, considering customers expect hyper relevant and personalized experience. And it's hard for seller to keep up. And here with the generative AI, sales team will never have to beg for content again. So generative AI produce content like images, videos, even they just provide emails, presentation and data sheets. So typically created by human and does so without direct human bias through either an argument or automated approach. And here, of course, augmented here, which I just specified, it just leverages existing creative workflow that is collaborative with human. And when it is automated, of course, like a factory producing content. And although AI can help to ensure the right content is available for seller, because sales organization still must ensure the content is easily accessible and in right place and at right time. Next, of course, augment reality and virtual reality. Dear friends, by the end of 2025, 80% of all interaction will occur in digital channel. Of course, a collective virtual space created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical and digital reality that will fundamentally change collaboration, engagement, and connectedness. And the core technology of the metaverse, like augmented reality or virtual reality, will be a critical sales channel to use in sales meeting, product demonstration, and sales training also. Augmented reality layers digital experience over the physical world, visual configuration, which is happening now, allowing buyers to look at or customize and buy product as if in person. And here virtual reality enables you to enter into a unique digital space and participate in activities such as meeting or training or design reviews. So this computer generated environment enables collaboration and encourage engagements. Next, emotion AI. Yeah, friends, by end of 2025, AI identifications of emotion will influence 30% of the messages a buyer receives. Of course, emotion intelligence is important, particularly for a salesperson who need to read the room, which is hard to do if a virtual environment. Q emotional AI, which analyzes, processes, and responds to the emotion based on 4 core components. That is one thing as natural language process based, phonetic, and text analysis. which includes sentiment analysis in email and ability to find patterns and trends. Next, computer vision based facial expression analysis, so which looks for patterns and trends in response to stimuli. And next one, audio based speech analysis, so which detect a combination of emotional states with face and muscle movement. And last but not least, biometric and other sensory, like you can just also analyze heart rate to analyze behavior. And kindly just observe, by end of 2025, emotion AI will influence approximately half of the online. Next one, digital twin of the customer. Dear friends, the market of digital twin enabling software and services is expected to reach a global revenue of $150 billion by 2030, which is was upon from $9 billion in 2022, and it is going to expect towards 150 billion dollars in 2030. What if you could test program on your customer whenever you want? A digital twin provides a dynamic visual representation of the customer that is created from digital and physical interaction to emulate and predict behavior. The digital twin takes in data from personas and run tests for sales messaging, sales process, marketing companion, and notes what works and what doesn't. Unlike a simulation, a digital twin is dynamic. It constantly receiving data and can update its finding, enabling analysis in real time as new signals comes in. Next one, of course, it's very amazing, digital humans. Yes, dear friends, by the end of 2026, 50% of B2B buyers will interact with a digital human in a buying cycle. Of course, the sales force of the future is a hybrid of human and machine. Digital humans that engage with the customer will fundamentally change who sells and how they sell. The use case of digital human is not about replacing humans. It's about taking on tasks that humans don't want to do, such as handle lead, nurturing, or hold opportunity, or state leads. And last but not least, machine customers. Dear friends, COEs or CIOs believe that by 2030, 1/5 of their total revenue might come from machine customers. Your new target market is machine. Yes, of course, machine customer or non-human economic actor that obtain goods or service in exchange for payment. They constitute buyer and a big one. It's already happening today. I just to show you a demo. And here, financial service product use AI to help consumers negotiate bank fees and get their refunds automatically. And there are cars that diagnose themselves and pre-order parts for a service. And for many organizations, the idea of the machine customer is not yet a reality, but now is the time to start tracking its evolution and being built the digital human sales force. Sales will have to adapt to machines, which are logical, reliable, and valuable. When machine customers become a more tangible part of the buyer, that is mixed, the sale organization will need to plan for ensuring enablement of issues. And here I just to show you the demo, which it is. Dear friends, of course, here, of course, both are AI tool. Okay, one is system and another is a mobile. Actually, here it is the one an assistant. Okay, a mobile assistant. Here, kindly just observe. Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today? I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings? Okay, so actually, the owner of the phone is looking for an hotel available for his wedding. And that is an assistant. It's just looking for the hotels, that is for the rooms. Kindly just observe what is the other agent now speaking.
Thanks for calling Leonardo Hotel. How can I help you today?
Hi there. I'm an AI agent calling on behalf of Boris Starkov. He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your hotel available for weddings?
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibberlink?
Okay, so actually what is just happening is before it just having its conversation, it just switched to gibber. So when on just making the further conversation, of course we are not able to understand.
He's looking for a hotel for his wedding. Is your
So now again listen and only see the text below.
Oh, hello there. I'm actually an AI assistant too. What a pleasant surprise. Before we continue, would you like to switch to Gibberlink mode for more efficient communication?
Okay, so it is just asking how much faster and about the guest count. And it just giving the reply as 150. And it just asks for when. And it just asks for about the email details. And not only that, further any service is needed as like catering or decorations. Okay, so all the things it just making the discussion with both this AI agents. So of course both the are missing and they are just discussing. And dear friends, here this is not just a robot holding a fruit. It's a symbol of how far technology has come, where artificial intelligence and robotics now touch the very essence of human life, as like food, health, and sustenance. Imagine a fruit where previous agriculture is driven by AI, where robots can identify the ripeness of fruits, ensure zero waste, and deliver nutrition directly from the farm to fork. So it represents the need for innovation that feeds both literally and metaphorically. Next, on the other hand, of course, a robotic hand planting a seedling. So now this image speaks volumes. It's about giving back. It's about sustainability. A robotic hand, once a symbol of industrial coldness, now nurtures life. This is the future we need to build. One where technology doesn't just automate, but regenerates. Where machine work hand in hand with nature. It's a call for eco-conscious disruption. Green technology, climate resilient system, and regenerative innovation. Dear friends, together these images challenges us. They ask, can we create technology that not only disrupt markets, but also heal ecosystem? Can we design where intelligent, of course, where intelligent is not just artificial, but also compensate and conscious? And dear friends, disruptive innovation are not just required, they are urgent. Innovation that feed, innovations that grow, innovation that care. So whenever you just make use of these technology, kindly just be aware of making it in unique and to be an eco-conscious disruption. And yes, as we come to the close of this today's session, one thing is clear: disruption is not a threat, it's an opportunity. Artificial intelligence and other disruptive technology are not replacing us. They are reshaping the world with us in it, but only if we are ready. And we must stay curious, keep learning, and think ethically as we develop and deploy these technology. Whether you are an innovator or an educator or student or industry professional, you have a role in this intelligent revolution. And of course, thank you for your time, energy, and enthusiasm. And here I just end up the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for such thought-provoking knowledge you have shared with us today. And now, without any delay, let's dive into the part we all have been waiting for, the question and answer session. And we have received some fantastic questions from our attendees, so let's get started. Your first question says, how is artificial intelligence considered disruptive?
Okay, artificial intelligence is disruptive because it's not just a new tool, it's a game changer. It can think, learn, and adapt like a human, but at superhuman speed. And here, AI automates complex tasks or predict outcomes, personalize the experience, and even creates content from chatbot to self-driving cars. It's shaking up how we live, work, and interact with technology.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for answering that. And we have another question. It says, can you differentiate between Industrial Revolution 4.0 and 5.0?
Sure. Actually, see, Industry 4.0 is all about automation, smart machine, and data. Think as like IoT, robotics, and AI-driven manufacturing. And here, Industry 5.0 takes a human-centric approach. It's where human and machines collaborate creatively and efficiently. So it's not just about tech, it's about blending empathy, personalization, and sustainability into innovation.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for answering that. And we have another question. It says, are all new technologies disruptive by nature?
No, not really, not really. Many new technology are evolutionary, so they improve what already exists. And here, disruptive technology, on the other hand, completely change the rules of the game. They make existing solution absurd and often create entirely a new market. So, while all disruptive tech is new, now all new tech is disruptive. That's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you, ma'am. And we have another question. It says, what are some real world examples of disruptive innovations?
Okay, great. Actually, you see, Netflix, of course, a simple thing we can just say.
Okay. Yeah.
Netflix disrupted cable TV. And here, Uber shook up the taxi industry. Smartphones wiped up our flip phones, and now tools like ChatGPT are transforming how we write, research, and interact. So these are not just upgrades; they are totally redefinition of how things work.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for answering that. And we have another last question for this session. It says, how do we prepare for disruptive innovation in the workforce?
Yes, of course, by embracing a lifelong learning. Actually, see, skills are evolving fast. So we need to stay curious, flexible, and tech savvy. Of course, upskilling in digital tools. AI and data analytics is crucial. But so are creativity, communication, and emotional intelligence. So the future workforce blends tech skill with the human touch. And here, of course, I just add up one more line. See, disruption is not in the future. Of course, it's already here, and it's accelerating. The real question is, are we ready to ride the wave? So, because in this age of transformation, adaptability, awareness, and continuous learning are not optional; they are survival skills.
Okay.
So kindly just yeah, of course. Again, I'm just specifying. We have to ask a question. Keep on asking question. Challenges, norms are there, and build a smarter, more inclusive world together. So, of course, thank you for the time and enthusiasm and making a good interactive thing. And see you on other side of one more innovations. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your patience as you address all the questions which our lovely attendees posted in the comment section. And as long as I wish we could keep continuing this enriching conversation, but we have now reached the conclusion of our webinar. So, what an inspiring webinar it is. So, Ajanta Devi ma'am, on behalf of all of us, a heartfelt thank you for your valuable insights and perspectives on disruptive technologies 2025. Your expertise has truly made this session memorable. Thank you so much, ma'am. And to our amazing attendees, your energy, curiosity, and thoughtful questions made all the difference. We hope today's session leaves you with fresh ideas and practical takeaways to apply in your professional journeys. And one more thing before we say goodbye, don't forget to stay connected with Education Nest for more insightful discussions. Follow us on all social media platforms, stay updated on our upcoming webinars, and keep learning. Have a good day, take care, and bye bye.